What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is 10 Farthings here, and today I'm bringing you a gameplay on Payload Badwater. Let's see, my setup is... Oh, I just died right there. That's okay. That was just a kind of an opening. I like sticky traps at the beginning. Sticky traps are so fun. That's partially what this video is about. But this is just an alternate setup for Demoman that I sometimes use. The lock and load, the Scottish resistance, and doesn't matter what the melee is. Because when you're Demoman, unless you're either Demo Knighting or sticky jumping, your melee doesn't matter that much. Because most of the melees, unless they're for Demo Knight, are pretty generic, and they are pretty much all the same. So there isn't a whole lot of variation. Either way, just if you were curious, I think I'm using the bottle just because I like breaking it. Whatever. Alright, so this setup is actually, it's a really fun setup, and I don't use it that much, but whenever I'm on, well, let's see, I use it on defense on payload maps sometimes. That's pretty much the only time I'll really use it. I'll also use it for defense on a on a capture point. Capture point, sometimes I'll use it, a 2 CP, a 2 capture point. When I'm on defense, I'll sometimes use the setup because it's extremely good for setting sticky traps. And now let me talk a little bit about sticky traps, because a lot of people don't think like they're unfair. But hey, guys, that's what a demo man's like original purpose is. It's for sticky traps. Like the pipes and stuff. The pipes are just like different forms of rockets, I guess, that don't blow up right away. Like they're not going to blow up exactly on impact, but they're pretty much just a different kind of rocket. What the Demoman is unique for is his ability to set sticky traps, and so you can't really give a Demoman flack for setting up sticky traps. I mean, granted, it might not always feel like the fairest thing when you just walk around a corner and get blown up, but I mean, that's what a Demoman's job is, and especially on defense, when there's choke points or areas that an enemy player really wants to get to, your job as a Demoman is to stop them from getting there using sticky traps. And they may, yeah, chances are, like 80% of the time, the sticky traps are going to instantly kill you, and you're going to feel like it's unfair. But hey, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Well, not the exact same thing. It's pretty similar to what happens when you get backstabbed. I mean, it's either you're not paying attention to a certain situation, you're not checking, and hey, it happens. And you can't, if you start giving a spy flack for backstabbing people, well, maybe you should find a different game, because that's what this game is about. So just remember that, and this weapon right here it's an excellent sticky trap weapon. So that's what you do with it. You set up sticky traps, you wait, like, see right there, I saw someone had jumped on the cart, and so I have to do that. Like, I have to blow them up with sticky traps, because that's my job. Now, this setup isn't as good on offense, I'll be honest, because sticky traps, on offense, when you're playing against a defensive group, they're going to be very willing to just kind of sit back and let you come to them. And this setup focuses on having the enemy come to you. That's the best part. I mean, the Scottish Resistance is I'd say probably the best sticky trap setting weapon in the game, because you can choose which ones to detonate at which time. You can have 14, they fire faster, and you don't, if you're setting sticky traps, you don't really need the 0.5 seconds to detonate them. Like, that's fine. And see, what I was doing right there is that's not how you're supposed to use the Scottish Resistance. Like, I was just kind of trying to use it like a normal one, and that just doesn't work. So anyway, now that I've got that part out of the way, let me talk about the lock and load. The lock and load is such a fun weapon. If you can get good with it, which currently I'm not that good with it, but I still have a lot of fun with it. If you can get good with it, it's very, very formidable. Like, it's definitely, I'd say it's, well, I guess there's only two. Is there only two? Though they added the loose cannon and stuff, but it's probably the only other grenade launcher I'd use. And that's because, okay, it's so fun. It's so satisfying when you hit. And when you hit someone dead on, it's like 120 damage. So that can, I mean, if it's like directly hit, like that can kill a medic if it's, or no, I mean a scout. like a 125. I can kill like all the weak classes in the game. So like, see, I think I got like 130 right there. But it's really really good, but you have to aim. I feel like that seems really obvious, but it's funny how little, like in this game, a lot of times I was kind of spraying at people, and you're not going to get anything done. You're just going to waste your own ammo. But see, as they come to you, if you saw it shot, when they come to you, it's easier for you to predict their movements, and then that way you can hit them really easily. So that's why this is better for defense, in my opinion. I mean, some people could think it's better for offense, and I could agree with them on some days, but definitely on defense, when they're coming to you, you have a distinct advantage. It's really, really powerful. So, with that in mind, we were starting to push them back. Like we had a heavy medic combo, I think. Where are they? Oh, I guess the heavy's dead. Or maybe he switched off. But we were pushing in here, and my job was to make sure that they couldn't get past this little choke point right here. And I was doing a pretty good job. Of course, I die in a bit, and you'll see that they're actually going to take the point. And later in the game, I didn't put this entire game because they end up winning, and I don't like that. But the point of this gameplay was to show what you have to do with this class. Now you do have to. Here's one of my mistakes. Like, I was trying to move up with the brunt force like people, and then these guys get behind me, and that's bad, especially with a pyro who can destroy a bunch of people. My job was to kind of hang back just a little bit, set up traps, make sure they can't push behind us so they can't flank us. And I was doing a pretty good job until I died, of course. And then that guy was taunting down there. I don't know what he was doing, and yet somehow he lives. But it's getting towards the end of the match, and so I was thinking, hey, I'll just push up a little bit, and that was bad. You can see here that I can't hit any of my shots because I'm not being able to predict where they're heading. So that makes it really tough. So overall, with this setup, I 100% recommend, or no, not 100%. I do recommend that you're playing defense if you want to use this setup, because both of the weapons work really well on defense. So why would you mess that up? See, sticky traps are just so fun. Instantly kill. Free kills. That's why I kind of want a strange Scottish distance. Anyway, on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was quick. It was out of the ordinary in terms of what we talked about, but I thought it was fun. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see each and every one of you guys next time. Alright, peace out.